Hello again, my name's Gabe Zolna. Just caught a little bit of Greta Van Susteren. And finally, someone's talking about the deaths that took place in Baltimore. She said there was 29 shootings and 9 dead. And they also talked about Marilyn Mosby, the city district attorney. Let me ask you a question. If you have someone that doesn't know what they're doing in their job, and they cost the city $20 million, do you keep them on as the district attorney? See, Marilyn Mosby came out and she told the savages that went wild that Freddy Gray was arrested improperly. They had no justification to arrest him, she said, because the knife that he was carrying was legal. Well, if Marilyn Mosby knew what she was doing as district attorney, she wouldn't have said that, because the knife was in fact illegal. And I believe it was those words that sparked the flame that burnt the city to the tune of $20 million. Greta said that the city itself is going to try to get FEMA to cover their loss. Now, once again, if you had someone that was incompetent, that cost you $100, let alone $20 million, and he or she was proven to be incompetent, would you keep him on? I don't think so. Now let's talk about the mayor. Let's talk about Stephanie Burke. What did she do? Well, she picked up the phone and she spoke to the chosen one. And what did the chosen one do? Well, I believe the chosen one told her to tell the police to stand down. And what did the police do? They stood down. And what did the savages do? Well, they began to riot because nobody stopped them from doing what they're doing. What happened in Cleveland was totally different. As soon as there was any kind of illegal activity, the police were on it. And the savages knew the police were on it. So, who's responsible for what happened in Baltimore? Well, I got to think two individuals are solely responsible. The mayor of Baltimore, Stephanie Burke, and the district attorney, Marilyn Mosby, who was totally clueless. Once again, for the 20th time, I believe what happened to Freddy Gray was his neck was broken accidentally when one of the police put his knee on his throat. Freddy Gray couldn't talk. The police didn't know he couldn't talk because his larynx was crushed. Look at the video. Look at the way his feet are hanging beneath him. You don't think that the mayor of Baltimore saw that? You don't think that the district attorney saw that? But they were so gung-ho to fry a couple of white people, they didn't care if some blacks went down with them. And that's exactly what she did. She needs to be arrested, and that mayor needs to be thrown to the curb. Problem is, who's going to do it? The chosen one? No. And the people of Baltimore are too riled up and too stupid. If they weren't that stupid, they wouldn't have 29 shootings. The whole thing is totally insane. Look at the pieces of the puzzle. They all paint a certain picture. Those policemen are innocent. And a lot of the shootings that took place probably wouldn't have taken place if the criminals were afraid of the cops. The cops are afraid of the criminals. What if they arrest someone? What if something happens to that someone? Are they going to be charged with murder? That's what they've done to the police. They've neutered them. And you know who's going to pay for it? The innocent, law-abiding citizens. That's who's going to pay for it. That's sort of what I think. And anyone that thinks anything else isn't thinking.